So it's a few days later from the last video I recorded of this machine. And for this video I got my camera back out. So took the agitator out, have it sitting there. I cleaned that dispenser out. As you can see, it's like night and day difference, obviously. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know if they put freaking candle warmer wax in that thing or what they did. But I took the tub ring off as well as the spanner nut to try and get the tub out, which ended up running into some conundrums there along the way. I broke that, as you can probably tell. So I'm gonna have to source a new one of those, just because I had to use the hammer and the towel folded over it to try and break it loose, because it wouldn't budge, and it still won't budge. So I'm gonna have to probably drop the transmission out, and probably as well as the brake tube, to try and get it out and go from there. So then, which obviously I was going to do that anyway to clean all the parts under here. As you can tell, they still need wiped down pretty well. So, and then yeah, basically that's gonna be the plan probably for today at the very least, and then I'll probably try and clean off the rest of those parts. This is gonna need a lot of probably scraping out first, and then rinsing and cleaning off with some degreaser. Probably LA's totally awesome, as well as the agitator. I actually had taken this, I took this out of that agitator to inspect the dogs, and they actually look, the teeth on them look okay. I found out though the reason why it wasn't working so well is because when I took this out, give me a second here, pulled the agitator cam assembly out, and this was the way I found it. So if you notice, they put the retainer holder basically upside down, so these fins here that stick out to hold the agitator dogs in were in the wrong spot, so the agitator dogs wouldn't grab on to the agitator. So I switched that around, and now it should work. But I am probably going to order a new set of agitator dogs for this anyhow, just for the sake of it, of having new agitator dogs in there. And then I'll have to clean this off, see how the seal is going to hold up for when I go to put that back. And then there's that, and there's the nut, and then the drive block so far, from what I can tell, appears to be okay, but we'll see once I'm able to hopefully get this drum out and see how everything's looking beyond that. Okay, first thing, put those aside. Notice on this one, there's only one screw that's remaining on the holding the motor clip on, and this isn't a 5/16 either. I'm gonna have to find that. This is actually 1/4 inch. Wire connector, harness. Capacitor wires. Doesn't matter what orientation they go back. bottom clip first. Then hold the motor with your hand on the bottom. Top clip comes off final. Motor pulls off, just like so. If you pull the motor off and it leaves behind these rubber grommets on there like that, just take them off and then put them on the back of the motor, just like that, with a pair of any kind of pliers. Squeeze and pull through. 3 1/2-inch bolts, one right there, one right there, and then one up under here. If you can see where my finger is, on the other side of that there. Remove those and you'll be able to drop the transmission. Just like that. Woo! Daggum, that's gonna need cleaned. Yeah. Oh boy. My hands. Well, it's much later in the evening. I got the transmission and motor set there on the side and still couldn't get the tub out, so I had to end up actually using a mallet and taking a socket with an extension that was literally just the right size to fit inside of the drive block there, and just tap it loose, and that broke it loose, and I was able to get the tub out, but unfortunately it came at a price. That's the seal that sits on top of the brake shaft. Unfortunately, had to end up damaging that to get the tub out, and then I still have to get the brake shaft all the way out, and I might have to tap it some more of the way out because I can't pull it by hand necessarily, because you know it's still stuck for whatever reason. But at the very least I was able to get the tub out, and the drive block, I'm gonna have to tap that out separately. But in any case, now we're out, you know, however much money for a new balance ring and a new seal at the very least, if not a whole new drive shaft assembly. So I also looked under here, and it looks like we're going to need some new suspension pads on this one, so that's another expense. I'm going to have to jot all this down on paper and keep it on record for what these machines need. But in any case, we have access now to all of the goodness that's caked up on the bottom here, as you can tell, and it'll all need it on the sides. I in the meantime was also able to clean this one out after some scraping, and I had to use a razor blade to get all of this hard plastic residue, which I'm having on pretty good authority is probably from the balance ring here, which was I actually I don't know. I think this is the one off of the older or the newer basket I bought. It's, I think, yeah, here we go. It's this one. You can tell it was this sort of stuff here that was stuck onto the outer tub I had to scrape off, and somehow that sort of like melded itself onto the tub, so I had to use essentially this tool, which I ended up having to put, I'm going to have to put another blade on, because as you can tell, I screwed the edge of that one up trying to use that on this here. So, but it's clean in any case, or most of the way clean anyways. I'm going to have to clean a little bit around the shaft there, but so that's that machine. I have two machines here at the projects going at the same time here. I'm going to have to sort of backtrack everything here, and again put everything what it's going to need down on paper for each machine. And if I'm going to do this, you know, more regularly, I'm going to have to, you know, figure out an organizational system to keep track of all this stuff. So, but in any case, like I said, all that's been done. The motor and transmission, the transmission especially, as you can tell, is going to need some kerosene probably, and then some LA's Totally Awesome to get the rest of it. That coupler appears to be still doing okay. That's one of those metal reinforced couplers. And then on the motor side here, this is the rubber piece, which still looks to be decent enough, but you know, it's with these rubber couplers, it's always the same thing I find. This piece feels good too. That's probably okay. It's always the same thing I find on these machines. With the inside here is always there's always that rubber, the rubber like dusts and shavings, if you will, and stuff that's always gunked up on there from the rubber isolators on those couplers. That's why I think those commercial couplers, which are, I think the center is probably made out of some sort of layered material, maybe Kevlar or something a little more durable than rubber anyways, would probably be optimal in the long haul. I think, yeah, so I'm gonna clean all that off in any case. Clean that pump off because it's kind of greasy there. Clean those hoses out too, probably. I'm wondering at this point if it would be wise to just take the whole tub and everything else out and clean under there. I don't know that it's, I mean, since I got to put new suspension pads on there in any case, I looked too closely here at I haven't looked too closely at the tub gasket. That might be alright. I might just leave everything as is. Leave well enough alone. Although again, I'm going to have to replace that brake shaft seal at the very least. So there's going to be some labor I'm going to have to put into that. And then try and clean all the grease and oil off the rest of all that as best as I can. That one's pretty much clean enough as is. Everything's already been cleaned and wiped down real good underneath there, so that machine's pretty much good to go. As soon as I can finish this basket, I'm going to have to probably redo the center post here because, well, and I'll explain in the video series dedicated to that one, but that's probably going to need another coat on that center post, so, but that's a whole nother thing. So since it's getting late though, I'm going to close things up for tonight. Tomorrow I don't work because it's Memorial Day weekend, so that's a Monday anyways, so I'll have time to come back and revisit probably this machine, and then maybe I'll I'll see what I gotta do. Maybe I'll just go ahead and put another coat on that if it's if it doesn't need any more prepping. But we'll see. But in any case, that's going to do it for this video. So I do thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next part on this series.